Hello class, this is Mr. Eggleston. This is the last two problems on your last quiz review. All right, we're solving equations. You gotta remember, this is an equation. We need to end up with an n equal to a value. All right, this isn't simply subtracting fractions or adding fractions. We are looking to solve this equation. To do this, there's lots of ways to do this. My first thought is, hey, the denominators of these two fractions are the same, so if I just add 4n to both sides, you would get 3 equals 5n plus 20 over n plus 4 over n. Since the denominators are the same on this, we just combine the tops, and just like any other fraction, so 20 plus 4 is 24. So we end up with 5n plus 24 over n with a 3 here. Now, multiply both sides by n. And to get rid of the denominator here, this, and we end up with 3n equals 5n plus 24. Combining like terms, or again, the variables to the same side, subtracting 3n gives us 2n. Subtracting 24 gives us a negative 24 on this side. Dividing by 2, we get n equals negative 12. All right, now, that's the answer, but we always check our work. The main thing is look to see if the negative 12, your answer, makes the denominator of any of the fractions we have equal to 0. Since our only fraction is an n on bottom, negative 12 does not make n equal to 0, so that's a valid solution. It's n equals negative 12. All right. Question number 9 is a little uglier. Actually, probably a lot uglier. This is probably the hardest one on the test. First thing you should do is factor everything that can be factored. In this case, this p squared plus 4p is p plus p times p plus 4. All right? So, I noticed that, hey, these two are the same denominators. If I subtract p plus 3 to both sides, we end up with 1 over p plus 4 minus p plus 3 over p plus 4. Okay, equals 1 over p times p plus 4. Now, right here, you're subtracting all of this, so it's 1 minus p plus 3. Notice I put parentheses around the p plus 3 over p plus 4, which equals 1 over p, parentheses, p plus 4. Notice, now we have p plus 4 on both sides. We can just multiply by p plus 4, both sides, to get rid of it on bottom. And the p plus 4 divides out, the p plus 4 divides out, and we're left with 1 minus p plus 3, with nothing on bottom, equals, oh, sorry, that's supposed to be in parentheses, equals 1 over p. Multiply both sides by p. This, like I said, this is pretty much an intense problem. Simplifying the inside here, that becomes 1 minus p minus 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So this is negative p minus 2 times p equals 1. So multiplying, we got negative p squared minus 2p equals 1. Adding p squared and 2p, we get p squared plus 2p plus 1 equals 0. Factoring, looking for product sums, what multiplies to 1 adds to 2, what would be p plus 1 equal to 0. It looks like p equals -1 is the solution. Now we have to be careful. Go back to our original problem. Does -1 make any of the denominators up here? Any of these, this, or this, are basically the LCD. Does it make it equal to 0? And it doesn't, so that's the solution. And there you go. I hope that made sense. This last question is tough. This is probably the hardest question on the test. Okay? So I hope that was beneficial, and you have a good evening.